Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here with some more Starcraft 2 commentary. Today we will be looking at a game between Empire Kas and MTW's DIMAGA. This is going to be a Terran versus Zerg, Kas versus DIMAGA here on the map, GSL Daybreak. And let us start the game with some player tournament information. Beginning over here in the lower left-hand spawn position, our blue Zerg player is MTW's DIMAGA. DIMAGA was a semi-finalist at the Scan Invitational number 5. This was in May of 2012. In January of 2012, he was once again a semi-finalist at the MSI Pro Cup number 6. His opponent over here in the upper right-hand spawn position is our green Terran player, Empire Kas. Kas took 3rd place at the IEM Season 6 Global Challenge in Kyiv. Also took 3rd place at the World Cyber Games 2011. Let me get some dates here for this as well. The IEM Season 6 Global Challenge was in January of 2012, and the World Cyber Games 2011 was in December of 2011, of course. And there you have it, guys, some recent tournament information for both of these players. And let's jump right into the game. Looks like DIMAGA will be moving out with a relatively early drone scout. He is heading now straight to Kas's base. Looks like he wants to see if Kas is doing anything cheesy early on. 2 racks aggression, anything funny like that. He just wants to get some good scouting done. Great thing about moving out with a scout this early too is that even if Kas were going for a frontal wall off, which he obviously isn't, as we can see here, but if Kas were going for a frontal wall off, this drone would arrive in time to be there before that wall off would be complete. So some nice early scouting from DIMAGA, again, would have been more effective if that wall off had been there. Well, it's not any less effective, but the point was to try to get there before the wall off was complete. But again, as we see, Kas didn't even bother going for that. Now, he will be going for a 1 racks expand, as we can see here. No refineries yet. Usually if a refinery's coming, it'll be there around 13 supply, but nothing yet from Kas, and he is coming out with that first Marine. So we'll be seeing a command center very shortly here from our Terran player, Empire Kas. Secondary Overlord Scout moving out as well here for DIMAGA. DIMAGA will be sitting 1 right back in this position, and that second Overlord, it looks like he'll be sitting right about here. That's going to be the assumption. Shouldn't be able to make it much further with that first Marine in play. That kind of puts him in danger. So that Overlord should hopefully make it there in time. Actually, this is a little dangerous here. He's going to take some damage. I think he'll get the Overlord there before he ends up getting taken out, but he will nevertheless take some damage here. And it could be close. We'll see here. No, I think the Overlord should be all right. So Overlord makes it to safety there up on the high ground. The Marine, though, does what he can for damage. Do have 2 refineries now coming out for Kas here. We will not be seeing that double racks follow up before gas. Instead, we should be seeing Kas tech up a little bit here, getting a factory very shortly. Back over here for DIMAGA, been a while since we looked at his base. Spawning pool is in play. We also have that hatchery in play down over here at the natural expansion position with 2 Zerglings being produced as well as 2 queens. Transferring over a couple of drones there as well, trying to get some saturation started, and we'll be seeing these 2 Lings move out, grab the towers, get some scouting, and probably push out towards Kas's base. Kas now with both refineries up and running, hitting that 100 Vespene right now. We'll be seeing that factory in just a second. Should be coming anytime now as he continues to sit on this gas. There it is, finally getting produced. Couple more Marines joining here for Kas, trying to take out that Overlord. Again, unfortunately unable to do so. There is that first factory. We also have a reactor coming out, so we should be seeing some Hellions here from Kas. Back over here for DIMAGA. Actually, the production of a 3rd Queen now for Mr. DIMAGA. Some nice early game defense. You can see still no gas here from him, so he is going for that Ice Fisher build, which means droning up very, very hard, typically to about 44 supply. And using just queens early on, sometimes you'll also see a spine crawler here as well. I think DIMAGA not bothering yet because he wasn't too concerned about super early aggression from Kas. But sometimes you'll see a spine with this, and then again the queens for early game defense. And here we are, 42 supply now. We are seeing those extractors start to come down here for DIMAGA. He does also have the macro hatch here in play as well, giving him access to a little bit extra larva there. Kas placing down a bunker there at front of his natural expansion. We do have that factory now situated on the reactor, and a starport is building as well. Double Hellions coming on through. Tech lab finishes here, so we'll be seeing some Hellions, and this starport will be lifting off, placed on the factory, and with that, we will be seeing some Banshees. There'll be some aggression here from Kas in the early stages of the game. Now we're going to be seeing him move out to a 3rd. Yes, we are. DIMAGA now moving out to a 3rd base as he pulls down with his drone and places the hatchery. There you have it. Metabolic boost also now just starting. Again, keep in mind DIMAGA went with some very late gas here, and as a result, it's going to be a late metabolic boost. And we do have that first Banshee now in production. The Hellions also in play at the moment, have a total of 4. He's going to be now scouting for any secondary scouts from DIMAGA, looking for Zerglings and or drones as he passes along the edge here. And a lot of times we'll see scouts hidden up in this high ground position in that base over there, but it looks like Kas is not bothering as he continues to work his way towards DIMAGA's base, seeing if he can poke and prod and do a bit of pressure here. Plenty of information ahead of time here for DIMAGA though, and he does have this full wall off with the Queen completing things. Also a Spine Crawler coming down. We will be seeing those Hellions now move down over here. Don't know why I hit the APM tab. There we go. Doing a bit of damage to this third base here of DIMAGA. Now DIMAGA at the moment really does not have much of a response. It's coming out with some Speedlings, also has a Baneling Nest coming on through. Now that Metabolic boost isn't even finished, so he's just going to have to take this damage. Obviously these Hellions are not going to kill his hatchery anytime soon, but they are doing damage to him nevertheless, and that first Banshee now moving out. Now there is no cloak research at all, it is just the single Banshee that he is producing. But the problem here for DIMAGA is that he does not know exactly what's coming from his opponent now. He does not know if he's going to be seeing more Hellions and Banshees or what. Now, as we can see, if we take a look back here, we are seeing a transition into Bio from Kas. Is coming out with that Stim Pack as well as the Combat Shield and coming out with a few Medivacs too. So we'll be a quick switch here from this opening of Hellions and Banshees into some Bio, and look at that damage. Wow, doing a lot of damage to those Zerglings. Let's take a quick look here at the resources lost. They're about even. Still have that Banshee doing a bit of damage as well. He gets taken out by the Queens. Great defense there for DIMAGA. Overall, actually, Kas ends up being behind after that engagement. Now, once more, he does have this transition into Bio. Also coming out with a reactor over here. Another command center being built and a few more racks. Very bio-heavy. He is not going the standard Marine Marauder tank. That is not what we will be seeing from Kas. He's just going bio, throwing in some Medivacs as well. I do think we'll see a hot swap here with this starport, allowing for double Medivacs. Don't really expect to see too many more Hellions. But what's going to happen here is Kas is working his way up, getting these upgrades, and we expect to see a timing push or drop from him. One or the other, most likely. The Overlord has been taken out in this position. Vision of the high ground granted there from that Medivac. DIMAGA working Speedling, Baneling, now coming out with a Spire as well, so we'll be Speedling, Baneling, Muta here from our Zerg player DIMAGA. Melee attack level 1 now just finishing. Carp is level 1 already done. And here comes the push now. Kas moving out with his Bio, continuing to produce Marines, Marauders, and Medivacs. Looks like we did see the reactor there for that starport. Once this is done, we'll be seeing that turn into Orbital Command as we see Kas prepare to move into a third base. But right now, he's really focused on this aggression that he's about to move out with. Now, DIMAGA, I do believe, got some scouting of this, so he should be prepared. A few more Banelings coming through. Spinecrawler needs to root here. There's the scan. Let him take out those creep tumors. He's also spotted the Banelings. Banelings trying to move forward, using the Marauders as a meat shield, pulling back with the Baneling, pulling back with those Marines, allowing him with a bit of micro to keep those Marines alive quite a bit longer. Continues to push here, and DIMAGA just doesn't have enough, barely hanging on. Baneling gets target fire down out as just the Speedling's not nearly as effective against those Marines as with Stim Pack and some upgrades they shred through. Now we've got 42 Zerglings in production though. That's very important to remember. It's going to be a lot. It's going to quickly overwhelm this, force Kas back. We do also have a couple Zerglings over here for DIMAGA trying to delay a third, although Kas really isn't doing that yet. He has now just finished that orbital, and there we go. Third is finally planned to drop over here. Bio unable to clean up the rest of that force. We haven't seen any drops or anything yet. We do have a continuation of that Bio push here from Kas, and still producing more Speedlings, Banelings, and now finally coming out with those Mutalisks. Which is going to help him tremendously. What he's going to want to do is push with those Speedlings and Banelings against the Bio, and then once that Bio is forced to stim back, to stay away from those Banelings, use the Mutas to swoop in and try to take out those Medivacs. That's the plan anyways. They're moving forward a bit, but still waiting on the centrifugal hooks there for those Banelings. Banelings are a wee bit too slow against this. Speedlings trying to get to the backside, allow those Banelings to catch up. Able to get a partial surround, but yeah, he does have enough. Finally able to overwhelm. Might be trying to pick off a few of these Medivacs as well. He does have enough Mutalisks to do that. You can see actually Kas trying to split up his medevacs, trying to save some if at all possible. We have a 4th base being taken from DIMAGA over here. The 3rd for Kas now has been landed down, and we have a bunker actually in production as well. More and more bio being produced here, not even a transition. He is sticking with this bio-heavy composition, not even thinking about going tanks right now. Well, maybe he is starting to think about it as a tech lab is coming down on that factory, which would be pretty wise of him. Lots of banelings over here at the 3rd. The problem is that this 4th is going to be force canceled here. DIMAGA won't be able to keep this up, so might as well cancel it, get a bit of those resources back. There it is. There's the force cancel. Really surprised that we still have not seen a drop here from Kas. He has not done that yet. Kas now taking a 4th there in the center of the map. Hive Tech coming through here for DIMAGA. Also pathogen gland research there for the infestors. Speedlings pulling up with some banelings and mutas, and once again Kas's force is going to get overwhelmed. After this engagement, we'll take a quick look at the resources lost. Here we are. DIMAGA is behind at the moment by about 1,000 resources lost. Nice creep spread here from DIMAGA as he continues up this Speedling Baneling Muta composition. Once that Hive Tech is in play, we're going to be able to see him continue up those upgrades for his ground units, as he is already capped at the level 2. So with the Hive in play, that will allow him to go up to level 3. Big push now coming here from DIMAGA. Once again, Speedlings, Banelings, Mutas moving to the center of the map. He's going to force a cancel over here. Overwhelms the bio in this position. We have some Thors coming out now for Kas, but is it a bit too late? That's the question. Bio swooping up there. And so many Speedlings. 3-3 upgrades now starting here for... Oh, DIMAGA just completely overwhelming Kas here, and now making his way into the main base. This is not looking good for Kas at all. The Thor is in play. We're going to just see the Speedlings get a surround on that. Obviously, the Thor incredibly ineffective against the Speedlings, and Kas says 2k mineral banelings. Oh, I guess they're not too happy with this, but look at this. DIMAGA taking out the main base here, and that is it for Kas. I think they're just having a little bit of end game discussion. That is it. Kas finally calls the GG. DIMAGA once again able to overwhelm as Kas opens up with the Hellion and Banshee transitioning into bio, but unfortunately unable to do enough damage with that bio. Wasn't able to take out any of his bases, forced to cancel over here, but his push on the 3rd was pretty much unsuccessful. This allowed DIMAGA to work his way up and push out with a very strong counterattack. That does it for this game here between Kas and DIMAGA. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like the content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, check out the website, forstrategygaming.com. And as always, keep watching and keep owning, like our buddy DIMAGA here.